Hey, what's going on? Just shooting a video for August, things I picked up. Um, got DVDs here. Avatar. I don't normally ever see that, but finally found it and got a copy of it. I haven't watched that in probably over a decade. I think because it came out in like 2008 or 2009. Yeah, I haven't seen it ever since it first came out. Um, the Family Guy Star Wars movies. Basically, I found the top two at one location, and then later on at a pawn shop, I found this trilogy pack. Uh, Several days later, ended up just buying them all. I probably will keep the top two because they're like in like slipcovers. Um, I like Star Wars that much that I don't mind. Having like things that are complementary to Star Wars. I picked this Mulan 2 collection up because I don't see Disney movies too much, but I have a like DVD player that can travel in the car, and my son sometimes asks for new movies, and this only costs 50 cents for two Disney movies. So, two extra James Bond movies that I can add to my collection. I think I'm down to under 10 that I still need. A lot of them are the Roger Moore movies. So I was happy to see Moonraker. Moonraker is probably has not aged very well, but Live and Let Die is what I'm really. I think that's one of my more top favorite ones. I don't like Roger Moore all that much, but I like Live and Let Die. Happy to see Rogue One. I don't. I mean, I consider that to be new, even though that's like probably going on 4 or 5 years old now. But I don't normally see that, especially for 50 cents at the pawn shop. And then Princess Bride, I sometimes see that. I don't know. I never got around to buying it, so just picked it up. And I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through. I've seen like parts of it, and I know the iconic like phrases and moments of the movie, but yeah, just about time to buy it. I got really lucky at a Goodwill. I found this at a Goodwill. Normally, when you find, and this is historically an argument I would make that normally when you find really good games, you usually tap into um, like a pile of them that exist. But normally, it's very rare and odd to find like one really great gem and then not find any others. Which it could easily be that somebody came in before you and then they bought a few games similar to that. They just didn't pick this one up. But there really wasn't like any other PlayStation 2 games in this rack that is at a Goodwill. But that was in there, and I was like, really nice to see that. I don't have this Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 on PlayStation 2, so I'm going to keep this. I know I looked it up on the price starting and stuff like that in eBay, and it was surprising to see how much it's going for. But I would like to play it, and I would like to keep it. It's in really nice shape. It was definitely a great find, which I don't normally find stuff like this anymore. It's really hard to just get lucky. But that's really what it all comes down to is luck. Like just going every so often and then just hoping for the best. But I do have Dark Alliance 1 on the PlayStation 2. I have Dark Alliance 2 on my Xbox, so I probably will get rid of that one and then I'll keep the PlayStation 2 version because I have a decent amount of RPGs for PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1, so it's just nice to find an RPG and only pay $1.99 for it. I picked up a Wii game. I think I've been kind of trying to target Wii in the last year. There's like just a few that I still probably wouldn't mind finding that aren't isn't too expensive. There's some that are really expensive that I'll probably just never get around to because I'm not going to pay really high prices. But I forgot that this is basically a port. I'm pretty sure this is the port version of the Dreamcast game. I've played this for a few hours last weekend, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's just basically like an arcade fishing game, and you can use the Wii motion controls, and you're like it'll act like you're like reeling them in and stuff like that. My son was liking it, just watching me fish on a Saturday, and not have to get the boat, not have to get a boat out. But it was fun. I forget how much I got it off eBay, but it was probably no more than $10, but no less than 6 or 7. This next grouping is all basically clearance games. Most of them Walmart. One of them is from Target, but this was at a Walmart in the clearance bin. Which I don't. Not all WalMarts have clearance bins, but this one particular one I went to had like a bin of games. This was $3. Um, I let my son play it, and he lost interest in it. I thought he might like it, but I'll keep it for $3. Um, I had read on forums that I keep an eye on that this was marked down to $11, and I had been considering buying it. I have this version of it on PlayStation 3. I don't think it's technically the definitive edition, but great to pick up a platformer for $11. These other games are all Walmart clearance. Got really lucky with some of them. There's only maybe a few that I still might try to go out and look for. But if you don't hop on Walmart when they clearance stuff, when they're out there, the word kind of gets out that the prices are going down, and you really only have a small window to really get lucky to go out and find this stuff. Or if it's just a game that just nobody really wants and it's not that popular, then you might be able to just go from location to location as the days go by, and you still will get lucky. But I was really happy to find this at the price I got this for. So I was using BrickSeek, and I found this for $10. There's a Walmart right up the road from me that had it for 20, and I was like real close to just buying it for 20. But I was like thinking, you know what? I'll probably, if I can just wait like another day or two, I'll go to this Walmart that it says it has it for $10. And like the best thing that I get lucky with are the games that aren't marked. Like they'll just be sitting in the glass case and they're not marked, but like BrickSeek is telling me that this is what the price is. So you go ask a person working in that department to just open it up, and then they go scan them, and then boom, it ends up being the price. So this was $10. This was either 11 or 9, and this was 9. This went really fast. Like I know that when I first heard that was down to $9, I went out, and the one Walmart I went to had about 3 copies of it, but I only need one, and I can't foresee too many of these games like shooting up in tremendous price or anything like that. So I don't want to be selfish and buy like multiple copies of games. The only one I did do that I will be honest is I bought another copy of Indivisible. I bought this a year ago when it was at a higher price because I thought it was an RPG that I wanted to support. But these are down to $5, and a lot of Walmarts they even like advertise that that's what the price is. So I'm probably gonna hold on to this for probably years, and then if it ever ends up becoming the right time to just get rid of it, and just keep it sealed and sell it a few years down the road. But it's worth it to take that chance, because I mean I'm sure that I could probably sell it years from now for more than $5. It's just a matter of how long I want to wait. Concrete Genie is 9, and I'm pretty sure I can play that without the VR because it doesn't say mandatory or whatever the word would be. Back in early August, a deal of the day was Xenoblade Chronicles. I forget what I paid for this. It might have been like as low as 15. But it was something I just went ahead and got because I have that new 2DS that can play it. So I think I only really got down to play it one time. But I don't know. I'm on the fence about just maybe eventually selling this and then trying to pick up the Switch version, just because it would be it would look better, and it might just with the bigger screen might be better to play it on. But I don't know. At least I have the Wii version, and now I have this 3DS version, and I haven't really didn't have to pay that much money to have it. These are GameFly games. I have not played Outer Worlds yet. I've had this for probably about 2 weeks, both of these, but um, my interest was this. I've been keeping my eye on this game for months now. It came out in like February of this year, I think. But I love this series. It came out as a trilogy earlier in the PlayStation 4's life cycle. I originally bought the 3 game Zombie Army um, as Steam games, so I was playing them on my computer, and then I was so happy when they announced that they were going to put them onto the consoles as like a collection, and still to this day, like that is like one of my favorite games to just play, just to kill time. It's just a good game that like if you want to compare it to like Left 4 Dead, but it's just a good third person shooter. All the Rebellion games are really good third person shooters, and the Zombie Army 4 was pretty good. I played it start to finish. It's been the game that I'll play a little bit each night for the last week or so, and it's good, but I just think I like the other 3 better. It tries to do things to just evolve the series, but I don't know. It almost is like a lost. It has like very little direction of like what is going on until about 75% into the game, and then it finally takes like the effort to like kind of show you and explain to you like something that's attempting to be going on. It just kind of seems like a cash grab, like them just trying to make another game just to make more money. Um, but if you don't mind repetition and you like solid third person shooters, then these Zombie Army games are something you should try to get. I know that the last time I checked, it's not easy to find those anymore, and it's probably going to be games that people will talk about years from now that people will probably say, "I wish I would have got those." Um, because this didn't really fluctuate in price all that quickly. I got lucky getting this on GameFly for both of these were like under $20, but this game for the longest time was like $39.99, and it never moved. It just stayed at that price for the last like eight 8 months, 7 8 months now. Um, I think it came out as a $49.99 game. Maybe I don't think it was a $60 game, but anyway, last thing I got, and I usually, if I add anything big, I usually leave this for the last. I bought another Switch, so I have a second one. I haven't really put much time into it. I have still been playing my other one, my like actual Switch. I could just keep that at my upstairs in my bed, or on my what do you call it, the side table or whatever you want to call it. And This one I bought because I have been back at work for the last several weeks now, and not everybody that I work with is in at work, so I'm where they're really kind of influencing us to stay away from each other. So there's just long stretches of time where I'm in at my job, and I have potential for some downtime into the future weeks. So I ended up getting this to keep it as like a throw it in my bag and have it to play when I go to work. And no one's coming around to keep an eye on me all that much, so I can always just like play it at lunchtime too. I honestly really like I've been back for 3 weeks now, and I haven't really played it hardly at all. But it is nice to like have the possibility of like not having to worry about taking one back and forth and just have the one. I ended up splurging to buy this because I had sold a bunch of things. I had bought some games to basically flip, I'll be honest, and then I ended up having like close to $200 just sitting in PayPal, and I let like a good month or two go by, and I was just like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that money. I didn't want to just like randomly buy stuff on eBay. So like my kind of like in my inner thoughts were like, let's just go ahead and get it, and then I will use it as like a travel system, like it's kind of intended to be. And then one thing I do notice, if you haven't had a chance to really use a Switch Lite, is that it is noticeably cheaper in like how it feels and the quality of it. Even like some of the buttons just don't feel the same as like the actual Switch. Um, but I do like the D-pad, which is kind of what I was like interested in, like playing certain like side-scrolling games with like a D-pad was what I was interested in. And I bought this thing too, which makes a world of difference because you can actually hold on to the thing. And it like my hands are just have a hard time like holding these systems and not like having my fingers and wrists hurt after a while. So that has been nice with when I have played it, because it fits better, like almost like a big controller. Um, but yeah, I had the hardest time like trying to like successfully buy one of these because it was in such demand and around July and August, that I was just like trying to keep my eye closely on when certain stores would restock, and I just got lucky at some point in early August. But yeah, this is what I got. Tell me what you've been playing. I think what I probably will open up, because a lot of these are still sealed. I probably am gonna make this my next game I'll probably play in that system, and kind of leaning towards playing Resident Evil Zero. I have played and beat Resident Evil Zero. I have played Resident Evil the remake so many stinking times and have never beat it. But I find this to just be easier to just jump in and play through and beat, without having to like scratch my head over what I'm supposed to be doing. Um, But yeah, right around this time in fall, I always need to be playing a Resident Evil game. It just is like kind of like my creed, and this it's just absolutely necessary to be playing either like Dead Space or Resident Evil, or like my recommended series here. But yeah, hope you're all doing well, and I will catch you next time.